Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Dairy State Bank Stadium, also known as Pugland Field, here in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. It's a steamy one here this afternoon for freshman football. The River Falls Wildcats have traveled about 71 miles as the crow flies north, and it's a little farther on the highways, but here we are up in beautiful Rice Lake. Leaves are changing colors, but you wouldn't know it by the temperature. You can see at home on your screen, 85 degrees. So it's a warm one today, Scott.
It is. We're happy to have everybody today.
Yeah, Kevin Westhouse along with Scott Simpson.
We got a little color in the trees up here.
A little bit. There's more here than there is in River Falls. How about that? Is that a fair statement?
I think that's a fair statement. We'd encourage everybody that can to think about getting on the road, get up here and support your varsity Wildcats. It'll be a good game against a highly ranked team and
Little Red.
And multiple-time state champion. So I see they're already roping off the bleachers here, and they've left about 20 seats for River Falls fans. So get up here and make your voices known.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great atmosphere for any high school athletics up here in Rice Lake. Athletic director Tim Lipke does a real nice job with his school and the squads, and we have room for you. So come on up, and it is going to be. It's billed as a gym dandy. It very well might be River Falls. They're playing for first place in the conference. How about that?
Yeah, if you don't need a lot of motivation if you know that's on the line. So
should be a good one. Until then, though, we got some freshman football. Freshman team coming off a real nice win last week against Hudson in River Falls. Did a real nice job on defense, and they got the ball across the goal line a few times and came out of there with a W.
Yeah, a W and a mug. So we got the jug and the mug. JV played pretty good game, too, and ended up losing, I think, by 3 or 4 points. And we're in it all the way to the end, and we're driving. So good show by all three River Falls teams. We're in that part of the season again where there's a few injuries. I didn't see too many kids in street clothes on the side. We'll do our best to call names out. Reminder to those that are joining us from Rice Lake that we are a Homer broadcast and we only have the River Falls roster, and that's enough for us to try to keep up with. So we'll probably just use numbers for the visitors.
Yeah, we just come clean and say we're 82% Homer, though we do celebrate all these athletes today.
So we'll try to get you some good pictures and a little bit of discussion of what's going on in front of you, and looking forward to kind of mid to late season football at this point. But, boy, 85 degrees, I mean, there's summer camps where it's not this warm. So
yeah, we were just saying right before we went on the air, how many days in Rice Lake, Wisconsin are 85 and above in a year?
Yeah,
a handful.
And for those of you who haven't been on artificial turf in the middle of a sunny day, I mean, it's a lot hotter down on the turf. It's considerably hotter. I don't know what the temperature difference is, but that black chrome rubber certainly heats up pretty good. So we're definitely above the 85 degree mark down on the field. We'll keep these kids hydrated as best they can and see if we get some good football.
It'll be good. It seems like Rice Lake has a pretty small squad.
Yeah, I think Rice Lake is a school size-wise. They're in the Division III cut. They've had some good success in varsity sports, and so they compete. They're required to compete in playoffs in Division II for the next couple of years. But it's not too long ago since they won a Division III state championship, and last year I think Division II they were in the last four or runner-up. I can't remember their path there. So.
No, they're a quality program, that's for sure.
River Falls will be in the away whites with the blue pants.
In front of you real quick here.
Rice Lake is all decked out in the, I guess, royal blue with yellow helmets. Should be able, from our vantage point in film, you should be able to tell the contrast between the helmets pretty good and the jerseys. So for those of you kind of watching some of the line play, linebacker play, cornerback play, you should be able to get a good view of what's going on out on the field.
Hey, welcome, Chris Conover. He says, "Go Cats!"
All right, Chris. Pre-scouted the lineup, so I think we're gonna go with. I didn't get all the defensive guys lined up yet. Looks like we're gonna kick to start and be on defense. So I'll introduce the defense when they come out on the field. The offense looks like we're going to go with Fox, Pelton, Blake, Para, Meyer, Vorwald, Kufal, Dorn, Max Walquist at quarterback, and Finley Bertrand starting in the setback running back position. We'll do our best to get the defense when they come on. So thanks, Jackie. I see. Thank you. I don't know if you've recovered from having 18 football boys at your house yet, but if you haven't and you needed to recover and not drive, we're glad that we could bring the broadcast to you here. Looks like River Falls will be on the kick. We've got I see 88 Cam Kroll, 1 Mason Jeffrey, 7 Eli Johansson. 31 is Joe Hutmeyer. 12 is Dom Kraske. Doing the kicking, 42 Leo Curry. 29 Cody Ronender. 22 Blake Rodriguez. 17 Jacob Blodgett. And 26 Graydon Dorn. I think I got them all. So let's play football.
2 back deep for Rice Lake, standing on their own 12 or 13-yard line. Put 9 minutes on the clock. Let's go on a sun-drenched afternoon from Rice Lake, Wisconsin. A little trickeration out of the chute, huh?
River Falls not only got the first one, but got the second attempt at it. So have to say, I think we're all surprised, the Booth and Rice Lake.
I almost pulled a muscle in my right arm with my camera. I was going downfield and had a quick comeback.
Yeah, I was not aware that was even in our playbook. I guess we're borrowing some plays from New Richmond here. So River Falls, the previous stated offense appears that we're doing, in addition to who I named, Bauer Ewing looks like he's in the trips and no fullback.
That might be one of those right there that you're better off not catching and would have lost yardage, I believe, on that. Well covered.
Yeah, not too far from a backwards pass on that, too. So
second and 10. Just underway. Wildcats recovered an onside kick if you missed that. Now we have whistles. I'm not sure what this conversation's about.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, you guys could all have an opportunity to lip read at home there. I don't know what that was about. Here we go. Now it's in play. Second and 10. Ball's on the ground, and that's going to be a turnover for River Falls. They got the pitch. Running back kind of maybe had his head upfield a little bit and in and out of the hands, and turnover. Ball goes over to Rice Lake.
Yeah, so River Falls going to field, I think, a pretty traditional defense look, and we'll see how they adjust to the Rice Lake offense. I see Eli Johansson, Eric Wick, Leo Curry, Merrick Dietrich. Looks like it's hard to tell exactly who the down linemen are. Sure look like 71. Looks like Luca Albert. 54, Wyatt Matzik. I think I see 78, Sawyer Blake. Landon Koopfall on this side. Appears that Jacob Blodgett and Mason Jeffrey on the far side, cornerbacks to start. Number 7, Eli Johansson on the tackle. So this is one of those offenses where the down lineman should just pop somebody. So nose tackle, usually defensive tackle, is going to take that fullback position, and then the ends have contained responsibility on the crossers. So you got 11 guys in the box for Rice Lake.
Boy, they had him stopped for no gain, and a good second effort there by that running back to move the pile ahead about 9 yards.
Yeah, this offense doesn't necessarily rely on stopping pressure. Sometimes just want to get the pressure by the ball carrier, so important to make that first tackle. Certainly looked like we certainly dented the offensive line on that one.
Yeah, you had penetration. You had tacklers there, just failed to finish the tackle. Scott, very similar, where you had initial contact and just couldn't finish the tackle, but did have defenders on the play.
Yeah, tackling is obviously a critical skill, so you're going to have to got a lot of force and mass coming at you, so getting the right position and breaking down is going to be important today.
That's a fresh set of downs now for Rice Lake. 1st and 10 from the 15.
Looks like the same lineup for River Falls. Well, third time's the charm there.
Nice job. Wildcats getting stiff at the line of scrimmage there. That time we got a little more than one white shirt in there, 2 or 3 white shirts to make that stop.
Yeah, we're just going to have to get lower. Low man wins here. And Rice Lake's not going to have a lot of negative plays. Even the tackle for loss are going to be 1, 2, 3 yards.
Little dive play off the right side, gains about 5 or 6.
Yeah, and my guess, Rice Lake varsity doesn't kick much, and I don't think the freshmen will kick at all.
3rd and 6, maybe 7, if you're pessimistic or optimistic, depending what team you're on. We'll call it 3rd and 6.
So that puts the pressure on the defense to make 4 stops instead of just 3.
2 downs to get 6 here for Rice Lake. And that's going to be enough. They needed 6, they got 7. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5 for the Rice Lake Warriors.
Looks like we've substituted now a couple guys. Levin McKinney-Reed at nose, along with Luca Albert and Simpson in at one of the linebackers. Fumble on the snap. Tackle by Wyatt Matzik with a assist there by Simpson.
2nd and goal now from the 4. That miscue at line of scrimmage still netted them a yard, maybe 2. Looks like the ball's resting on the 3. 2nd and goal from the 3.
Yeah, Rice Lake is one of the teams that puts their best offensive lineman at center usually.
And they're in there. They run it in for 3.
And I think we'll see 2-point conversions consistently here.
So River Falls got the onside kick on the opening kickoff. They ran a couple plays, fumbled it. Rice Lake got it on about the 43 and matriculated down for 6, looking to add 2 more on right here. Nice defense.
Looks like tackle by 17, Jacob Blodgett. We had pretty good penetration across the line. Linebackers flowing across.
Yeah, quarterback, I don't know, maybe a little RPO there. He kind of ran out to his right, but good penetration by the Wildcats. And number 17 for the Wildcats got on him and brought him down. Extra point was not successful. It'll remain 6-0 with 4 minutes to go here in quarter 1.
Yeah, it looks like Rice Lake is, running the varsity offense here, and if you know who you are, you just try to do it as better than anybody else. So that's been their success, I think.
Hey, welcome aboard, Benjamin Kowetski. Yeah, I haven't counted how many Rice Lake Warriors there are. But let me see. There's less than 20, isn't there?
We're going to see a little bit of two-way play, I think, from not a little bit, a lot of two-way play from the freshman team.
They maybe have 20 guys. Well, 11.
It might be four-way play because they might be playing offense, defense, and all special teams. So
yeah, they have 22 guys.
River Falls back deep is Blake Rodriguez, and 14, it looks like Bauer Ewing. The up receivers are Eli Johansson, and I can't tell. Looks like probably Mason Jeffrey.
Yeah, yell down there and have him turn would you? Well, they try it now. And that might have been successful.
Yeah, I just don't. It's hard to understand. That's something they do, so you would think that we've practiced it, but you got to really just get on that ball. So we're all learning.
We call that the tweener hop, though. It's perfect in between hop that kicker laid on that up back there, and couldn't get the short hop off the shoulder pads down to planet Earth, and Rice Lake recovers.
Yeah, it's a double whammy here too on that because you're, like we talked about, they're going to go use 4 downs. Not likely to punt anywhere inside the 50, so you lose the onside kick, and then you basically give them, 4 times 4. They can use 16 plays to kind of methodically move down the field here. A tackle by Simpson. That time our defensive line is a little open. I see 12. Dom Kraske, 12. Let's see, 12 Kraske. I think I saw Shiloh Neighbor in. Riley Combs is in. I think the linebackers are Marchio and Simpson. Simpson again on the tackle. And so here we're not necessarily looking for the linebackers to make a lot of the tackles today on this offense. We want to get the defensive line in there. And the cornerbacks are key also to kind of pinch in and get that stuff coming across. So
nothing fancy. They just put it straight forward right at the Wildcats, and they'll get them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, we're going to see boring but effective used here by Rice Lake. So
yeah, it's a hot day, and I think the Wildcats defense thought they're going to get a little break, and they welcome aboard. As your friends refer to you, Russ Balake.
So again, we're pinching. It looks like tackle by Blake and Pelton and Simpson on that one. Looks like Pelton now at one of the tackles. Dietrich in for Marchio. So we got Dietrich and Simpson at the linebackers. It also looks like we're pinching up the safeties here. So we be good to see a few tackles from the safeties as we get that.
Timeout. Is that taken by Rice Lake, I believe? Yeah, you folks at home, maybe we'll see your stream buffering every now and then today. Again, we're on Wi-Fi internet up here, so once in a while it's going to happen, so bear with us. Still looking good right now. Six nothing Rice Lake with 1:55 to go here in quarter one. We've seen 2 onside kicks thus far and a couple turnovers.
Well, let's see what we can cook up here. We got 2nd and 5. 3 downs to get the 5 yards, so you need to get a negative play here. Turnovers are our friend also against this offense. Again, Pelton and Simpson on the tackle. Brings up about 3rd and 1.
Initially, I thought he might have enough there. Referee said his knee hit down before the line to gain. It is 3rd and 1.
That time, good penetration
Really
by
good.
68 Parra, but we just couldn't get them before they got that 1 yard.
Yeah, I've seen good penetration on most snaps here in this football game. We're just unable to wrap up and bring the Rice Lake runner down.
Yeah, and it looks like we're rotating defensive linemen quite a bit. So Vinny Parra now in, Pelton, Blake, and Matzik. It looks like our front 4.
Rugby.
Tackled by Merrick Dietrich. Looks like Albert in for Parra. And it looks like we're going to slide Matzik over. Oh. No, back to the original set. So we got Pelton and Albert in the middle. I think we're going to run it close to the end of the half here, or maybe just let quarter, or just maybe let the quarter run out.
Looks like they're going to let it go, Scott. One quarter of play in the books here from Derry State Bank Stadium. It's 6-0 Rice Lake in freshman football. River Falls Wildcats against the Rice Lake Warriors on a steamy early October afternoon. Kevin Westhouse along with Scott Simpson bringing you the action. We're all glad you're here. It's always fun watching these young football players get after it. River Falls didn't run very many offensive plays that quarter, did they?
No, we
2, 3.
And honestly, that's a good way to keep yourself in victory spot if you're Rice Lake, is just keep the offense off the field. If it takes you 8 minutes to score 6 points, so be it. Now we'll have to just watch and see if the coaches decide that we're going to have a onside battle all day long.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything but onside kicks thus far.
So Rice Lake is going to be at the River Falls 6, 2nd and goal from the 6. And now you get a little bit different look at the defense here, and you can see the crowding, how we try to crowd the box. It's tough, though, because we still have one safety back, so we're 10 on 11 here.
No indication. I don't think he made it.
You're also going to see guys, linebackers and ends, that are going to tackle guys that don't have the ball, and part of that is if they're faking different plays, they just want to make it hurt. So if you want to pretend to have the ball, then you should get a little shot.
3rd and goal from the 2. Assuming they're going to take 2 cracks at it from here. One right up the gut. And no indication yet. I don't think he got it. Really good defense by the River Falls Wildcats, getting stiff there on the goal line. They may have given him a yard. It's going to be 4th and goal from about the 2-foot line. You can see where they marked it right there. You guys got a good look at that at home.
Now we'll see if
not far.
Now we'll see if these freshmen know that if there's ever a play to do a little cheating, this might be the one.
Get low leverage here and crowd in there.
Yeah, it still got a safety back, so we still don't have as many guys as they have.
And they plunge it in for 6 more. 4th and a foot, and they don't get fancy. They just go right up the gut where they've gone all day, and that gets them about 2 yards. They needed a foot and 6 more on the board for Rice Lake.
So we've shown an ability to get a little bit of a push, but they're able to get that 1 yard, 2 yards each time.
Nice pass, nice catch. Not that badly defended either. Just a real good offensive play by Rice Lake.
So that'll make it 14-0 River Falls, and we'll see if we can get more than 2 or 3 plays in offense here. My guess is we're going with the hands team every time now. And that's assuming we have a hands team for freshman football. Hands team usually just means you've got more of your guys that play tight end, linebackers maybe, cornerbacks, safeties.
I think
the guys that are going to kind of just pounce on it and grab it with their hands, because we're still not really – we are definitely not in an onside defense.
It's like about the same squad as last time.
Yeah, I would think in onside defense you'd pull those 2. Yep, they're trying to set it now. So Jeffrey and Johansson are your guys that are usually 15 yards behind where they can go up and get the ball. Everybody else has got to hit somebody hard.
I think River Falls is just excited to get a couple offensive plays in a row off. They haven't really had that opportunity yet in this football game.
Yeah, I think with a 14-0 lead here, why not try another onside kick until they show you they can get it. A pooch onsides. Yeah, we're just.
River Falls got
we're
it
having
after
trouble
all that.
today.
Yeah, those are sometimes very effective, right? You pooch one in a little neutral zone there. The ball bounces around, and Rice Lake had a shot at that football.
Yeah, I think we're acting a little surprised on some of that. So that's just stuff that again, these coaches don't have a whole lot of time to work with the boys, and you're doing a lot of work on basics and getting the offense and defense to operate. Special teams is usually a secondary thing. So Falls with Bertrand set back. Looks like the same offense we started with. Pitch to Ewing. That's a horse collar.
Horse collar or face mask. No call.
Right in front of the ref, but I guess we're going
I saw his head turn
to
sideways.
let that go.
Yeah, I thought I saw his head yank sideways on that.
Right in front of two refs, actually. Yeah, you can get your hand in there as long as you get it out. In that case, took him all the way down to the ground with his hand in the collar. That is a penalty.
Good work. Just stepped out of bounds on the far side.
So Walquist with the carry. That looks like a design keeper. So that brings up about, didn't give him that generous of a spot there. So that brings up 3rd and about 7. Dorn in the eye. Walquist is loose. The 20, the 10, 5, touchdown, River Falls.
No flags.
No flags.
It's about a 70-yard scamper right there. And the Wildcats are on the board.
Yeah, we just about equaled Rice Lake's offensive total in one play there, but we did not equal the score. 14-6 River Falls. Not sure if we'll be trying to kick these extra points or if we're going to go for 2. It looks like we've got the try for 2 here. Bertrand the setback. Looks like we've got 2 to the left and 3 to the right.
I think that just a little tall.
Yeah, we had 2 guys on the right side, but once you get looking one way, it's hard to get going the other way. But so we're on the board. River Falls 6, Rice Lake 14.
With 6:39 to go till the half.
Now, if we're following the pattern here, then our kicker is going to try to pooch kick this one. So we'll see. Sometimes in freshman football, we get unintentional pooch kicks also.
Thank you, Angela, Jeffrey, and Ben. Craig Finstad, he liked that. He says, nice run, Max. 14-6 with 6:39 to go till the half.
Yeah, sometimes athletes just make plays, right?
That's it. Speed never has a day off.
I'm
Scott.
pretty sure that's not how that play was drawn up, but
you get the athletes loose and they can get off to the races.
Very good blocking, I should say. You had both the fullback and the tailback were out in front of the quarterback, so they had a little convoy. So this time we're kicking, it looks like, let's see, are we north? So we're kicking north to south.
Yeah, or south to north. I think that's north. That's north, yep. South to north.
South to north. Man, once I came over Highway 8, I lost all bearing. It's like the Bermuda Triangle up here. Leo Curry to kick.
Low line drive kick.
Good return up to about the 40. And so if you look at it that way, onside kick isn't much different in a result if you you give it to them at the 45 versus them getting it back to the 40. So you can kind of see the mental math there on the Rice Lake
risk.
coach.
Yeah, right. The risk reward on that.
River Falls looks like it's going to start with McKinney Reed, Pelton Matzik, and Blake Koopfall. Linebackers are Simpson and Dietrich. Dietrich with the tackle. So now where you can see us cheating a little bit more here, so we'll see how we adjust the defense a little bit. Get those linebackers through the B gap and try to see if they can make trouble. That'll work just fine as long as the two middle guys make sure that anything coming up the gut is taken care of.
They're going to call that no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Rice Lake, up 14-6 with just over 6 minutes to go till halftime.
So we're still starting with two safeties back here, but that's because now they've gone to two wide receivers, so they're in a different look. And that's going to be a quarterback sack for Landon Koopfall.
Rice Lake had a little bit of mix-up in the backfield. They had their running back and quarterback run into each other, and they kind of slowed themselves down and gave River Falls an opportunity to go in and smother that play.
Yeah, that's one where they're back in the huddle saying, you were supposed to go right. And he says, no, you were supposed to go left.
They were zigging when they were supposed to be zagging.
And credit where credit's due, River Falls really had good penetration there.
Penetration hasn't been the problem today, Scott. I think River Falls defense has been right up in the backfield quite often. Maybe the deficit would be just unable to wrap up and bring those running backs down.
So now we're pinching up the two linebackers, and then we're getting one safety, Blodgett, coming up. Yeah, again, good pursuit. Good pressure. Looks like Wyatt
54.
Matzik on the tackle. Michael Pelton's been getting in there pretty good. So I'm pretty skeptical that they're going to punt this ball. So I think we should pay attention.
Almost blocked. Just about there. Downed at the 34-yard line.
No Tony Romo award for me then. they looked like punt and they punted.
Yeah, you can just keep going. You can just keep going back to the well because people forget. So you're going to hit it one time.
I think Romo is just he just keeps saying stuff
right.
until one of them
hits.
Right.
Until one hits, and then he looks like a genius.
So River Falls defense did a nice job there. Rice Lake had a little bit different look. I think they were trying to spread us out a bit, take some guys off the line, and we kind of kept crowding out there, so that was effective. Dorn in the eye. Bertrand the give.
Just about got free. Good tackle by 55 from Rice Lake. He got a handful of jersey and just did not let go.
29 Cody Ronander is in as well. Looks like Dorn is remaining in at fullback position. Ewing and Fox, the wide receivers, and it appeared to me that Koopfall was in at one tight end. So we got the fullback and tight end to the right. Two wides to the left, Ewing in motion. Quarterback keep.
After that 2-yard gain, it's going to bring up about 3rd and 6.5. 3rd and 6, right on. Just over 3 minutes to go till halftime. Scott, do you think this is 4-down territory here for the Wildcats, or do you think if they don't get it here, they're going to punt it?
That's a real good question. I think 2:56 left, and your defense just made a stop.
And now the Wildcats are going to take time and talk about it.
I don't think they've got a strategy yet. I think the strategy, Kevin, is get the first down.
Yeah, or I mean, it's going to be a different conversation, too, if it's 4th and 1 versus a 4th and 6. So.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a pretty effective 4th and 1 play. In fact, it's the same play with either the quarterback or the fullback. So that dive is usually good for 1 or 2 yards, just about anywhere on the field. So if we can get, say, 4 yards here, I think you're probably going.
Mm-hmm. I say you get Walquist, the athlete, out to the edge here, maybe a little RPO situation. We'll see. See what they dial up.
I think we've got four officials now. I don't know if we had that to start, but I wasn't watching that close.
That's a lot. That doesn't seem like a lot of officials for a freshman
We've had
game.
3. We've had 5.
We have 4. All in the shorts today, too, up here in Rice Lake.
Probably said, hey, we got these shorts. We got to use them at least once a year. How about an 85-degree day in October?
I don't care how much my legs contrast with these
Cody
black shorts.
Ronander
I'm going with it.
Setback.
They're going to go upstairs with it. What
Nice
a pass. What a catch.
Catch by Mason Fox. It's good to see. We've seen a lot of those big tosses over the top. A couple drops in the last few games, so that's really good to see. Really nice catch.
Yeah, single coverage over there. Pretty good defense, but he just went up and got that. And real nice athletic play, and it's a great throw as well by Walquist.
Mason with that stop in the Hudson game to finish the game. We've had quite a few dramatic ends to freshman games this year.
Let's go up top again.
Oh, that is pass interference.
There's the flag.
More or less, the cornerback didn't really look where he was going, and you can't really not give a penalty on that one. We've seen it not be given before. Varsity games ring a bell to me.
So here, too, I always say, like in high school football, some of those long passes like that, I think pass interference or holding is almost worth it because it's a 15-yard penalty versus a spot foul. Like if you get burnt or something, you might as well grab a shirt.
Well, and River Falls gave the quarterback quite a bit more time than he's used to on that throw. That play developed over time, and he did a good job. Not much happening on that. Not sure. I don't know that we're running RPO at the freshman. So probably a design keeper for the quarterback.
2nd down and 9 for River Falls. They're in the Sunshine Fund red zone.
Yeah, the ball placed on, looks like on the 15, Rice Lake 15. Score is 14-6. We got a little under 2 minutes left in this half of football. Just a little deep on the throw. Good play call there.
He just threw that right to the pylon. That might have been the route, right?
Live to fight another day, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I am in no position to tell you what the route was.
Oh, yeah. He confidently threw that right on the pylon.
Even
that was like that hoop game,
even
right?
If you told me what the route was, I'm not sure I could pick it out. So
that's like that hoop game when they got the hoop back there with the net. You throw it in the net. You threw it right in there. Swish. Oh,
nice dump to Cody, and he's going to hit the pay dirt there.
Wow, I love that play, Scott. He looks downfield. He kind of throws it back across the grain, hits the guy just sitting down in that zone, and then you let the athleticism take him to the promised land. 6 for the Cats. Somebody find the clap emojis. Nice play.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Love that play call.
And I think the key there is the the running back catches the ball first and then worries about where he's going next. So we've seen a few of those plays this year in freshman where they're on their way to the end zone and
before you
catch the ball. So great job by Cody.
Looking to tie it up right here. And they get it. And we're all knotted at 14s.
So there, Kevin, I'm not sure a 360 pirouette is part of the route, but it was effective. Pretty.
He got himself open. How about that? So with 1:39 to go till the half, it's 14s across the board. Nice drive there by River Falls. Some nice passes, some nice catches.
Yeah, Bauer Ewing, or as his dad would like me to call him, Bauer Ewing. So two very different styles of play here. River Falls is called 12 to 15 different plays probably in the first half. Rice Lake is, if you take out those 2-point conversions by both teams, Rice Lake is probably called 4 different plays. And you know what? It was just as effective. So
Craig Finstead at home agrees. He said, that's a great call. That's what I thought. It felt good.
I think it's more fun to be a freshman football head coach in River Falls than Rice Lake, maybe. Although Rice Lake wins a lot, so. But I'm assuming that Coach Pahachik is calling all the plays, and so.
I don't know if I've seen that.
So
play.
he gets to kind of use these freshmen as his Madden team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
you're right.
And dial it up.
Low kick, Squibber. I heard that kid's grandpa up here coaching him. He says, well, don't stop.
Remember, Kevin, it doesn't have to be that kid's grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
Grandpas are willing to coach everybody's kid.
Trust me, from speaking from experience, yeah.
I have sat many a times in the River Falls stands or across the big rivers with an unnamed grandpa behind me, and he's always willing to coach everybody's grandkid.
I have literally had to tell my dad, you can't sit here anymore.
In fact, he might be finding his seat about now. They might go out for dinner first. So
it's a different generation.
So now we're pinched again. Looks like Liam Winberg now is joining the fun on the defensive line. And so there again, now if you see guys tackling guys without the ball, that's part of what we're trying to do here is they're doing a little misdirection and hide the ball, and we're going to hit anybody that looks like they might have it.
So there again, Scott, you had great penetration, and that difference there was you got the wrap up and tackle. They've been making that penetration all game long, just not wrapping there. It was great. They got there and got wrapped up. Maybe they're getting loose, a little sweat going, and they're ready to go. Nice.
Yeah, and honestly, we don't have a lot of two-way on the defensive line right now other than Pelton and Blake have been doing two-ways, but
again, great defense.
Yeah, that means that I'd say at this point in the half, we're a lot fresher up front than their offensive line, who's had to run a lot of plays.
That's number 0 on the tackle there, Scott.
Merrick Dietrich on the tackle. So we've got Simpson and Dietrich kind of joining the defensive line here. So you've got Matzik, McKinney, Reed, Winberg, with Simpson, Dietrich, and then Fox now as one end, and it looks like Koopfall as the other. And it looks like
they're going to let her go.
They're going to let it go.
They said, we've seen enough. We're hot. Let's go get on the water.
Hey, that's a good freshman football game. Good half.
Real good.
Fans not showing a whole lot of appreciation, but they're hot too.
So there's one half in the books here from Dairy State Bank Stadium. Not to be confused with Dairy Queen State Stadium. Thinking about that on a hot day. Dairy State Bank Stadium, and it's 14s here at half of Wildcat freshman football in Rice Lake, Wisconsin.
So we're going to take
3 minutes.
Take 3 minutes. It looks like they got 5 minutes on. We'll take 3, and we'll be right back.
With the flip of a switch, you have refrigeration, cooking, with the flip of a switch, you have refrigeration, cooking, entertainment, commerce, and convenience. A modern lifestyle that could have only been dreamed of 125 years ago. In River Falls, this has been made a reality by electricity from the River Falls Municipal Electric Utility. For about $3.50 a day, or as much as a cup of coffee, you can live a life that was only a dream when RFMU sent the first electron over wires to power our downtown lights. River Falls Municipal Utility customers should know we always act as quickly and safely as possible for you. Our customers experience outage times of just 13.08 minutes per year, compared to the national average of 149 minutes. RFMU has only raised the cost of electricity it delivers by about a penny per kilowatt hour per decade on the average, with current electricity costs at about 12 cents per kilowatt hour. We compare very favorably to national energy costs and lower than neighboring electric utilities. RFMU is owned by the customers it serves. It's governed by local boards and commissions. It's provided by local people. And because of that, we're nimble enough to make decisions that reflect local community values. Our not-for-profit business model, combined with community ownership and local accountability, makes our municipal electric provider a business model that will ensure a modern living. River Falls Municipal Electric Utility's goal is to continue to provide our community with the electricity it needs for the next 125 years and beyond.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Ah! Oh.
Mark Jenkins, class of 73.
Randy Brenner, class of 74.
One to Wildcat.
Always a Wildcat.
Jeff Dumont, class of 71, 6 interceptions in 1 game.
Dave Linehan, class of 73, back-to-back champs, 71, 72.
And I'm Sarah Jenkins, your River Falls Realtor. Just like these Wildcat legends, I'm all about winning for our community with the River Falls Sports Broadcasting Channel.
I think we're back now. So about 20 seconds here till we kick off. If I remember correctly, we started with an onside kick, right? So
Yeah, we did.
So we should be receiving.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to see what one thing I feel bad for the freshman coaches is they don't. I imagine, I don't know, that the varsity coaches have one or two things they talk about, coach them up, rev them up. Freshman coach, I don't really know what you pick. Do you talk about special teams? Do you talk about defense? Do you talk about offense? You got 5 minutes. Fix everything. Get back out here and let's go.
Yeah, 5 minutes isn't long. Just long enough time to take a drink.
Not to mention the kids that aren't even looking at you in the eyes probably because they haven't gotten that habit yet.
No.
So we're really appreciate the coaches, Coach Weiss, Coach Dreyer, and Coach Pahachik. It looked to me like we had some assistant coaches also.
They put 2 more minutes on the clock.
Well, I guess the ref said give us a
more
chance
time
to get a drink.
Right.
So we were out ready to kick, and we're bringing them back.
Halftime gave us a
I
chance
should
to
say receive. So the receiving team does look quite a bit different than what I'm used to seeing. So I saw Dietrich and Simpson both out there. I also saw Ryan Morrow on the receiving team. Looks like Rodriguez, Fox. So we've got tight ends, fullbacks, linebackers. So this is what I would think is a little bit more of a hands team. Looks like Coach Weiss is coaching them up, saying, I know you guys have never been out here, but this is what we're going to try. So
Mark Lee says they rank freshmen. No, that's actually for the. I have the rankings on there. That's set up for the varsity game tonight. Yeah, we're number 10 in the state freshman football. Yeah, that's set up for the varsity game. I had the records on there too, but I did hide those. So that's the preview. We also preview tonight. Chi High, DC Everest will be playing. Superior will be at Hudson, and then New Richmond at Menominee. That's later tonight.
yeah, the grind continues in the big rivers, so there's not much let up there. DC Everest, after getting beat by River Falls and I think Rice Lake, has really turned it on. I think that's as much of a testament to how good the Rice Lake and River Falls teams are. I think DC Everest looked like a pretty good team when we played them. We just kind of laid it on them a little bit. So we're getting ready to kick here. And this is what I would consider much more of an onside kick defense here. So if you look, they kind of got them latticed up. So everybody's covering about a 5-yard square here. And then I wouldn't be surprised if Simpson, Dietrich, and I'm not sure who's in the middle there, lay it on somebody coming across the line.
Mark Jenkins, he said Wildcats are going to spread it out here in the second half. We shall see, Mark. Mark was just featured in Sarah Jenkins' nice
Wick
ad.
on the pickup there and the carry, and a good tackle by 20, looks like 23. And that's where River Falls is going to start at about its own 30.
$14s. Good first half. Started out a little clunky. Some onside kicks and turnovers and kind of smoothed out. River Falls gotten a little bit of a rhythm.
So it looks like we got two fullbacks set with Simpson and Dorn.
Look at it work. High knees. Push that pile forward.
Yeah, you heard a little smash in there with two fullbacks. They're hitting that pile.
Heard some popping, Scott.
Looks like the gap was there. Bertrand on carry about 6, I think, is what they gave him.
He had about,
and I'd say 3 after first contact.
I was giving him 3 yards and 3 on the yak.
Bertrand again on the carry, and he's going to go for a while.
Stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, if he doesn't step out of bounds there, if he finds a way onto the tightrope, he's going to the house. Just got a little toe on the sideline over there at about the 44-yard line. Nice run, though.
Yeah, I think we're you see sometimes on those running backs, too, this little flag football action where they're trying to get their flags away instead of driving into the cornerback. So we'll see as that progresses. But, boy, that was a nice run. Simpson and Dorn to the left. Quarterback keeper, and that's going to be good for River Falls first down. 13 on the tackle for Rice Lake. And I think that hurt. 13 comes up. We don't have heights and weights on our roster. In fact, we don't have a roster today. I'm doing it all
You should see Scott's thing. He's got a legal pad out.
I'm doing it
handwritten
from my memory and notes here. But, you know, Max is a solid. You look at those fullbacks, Bertrand and Walquist, you got some good size in the backfield there. There's a flag on the play. I'm not sure what the call is going to be there.
That flag is in the backfield. That's in the holding area.
I think he's going to pick that up because I think he thought it was offsides, but Yep, he's going to pick that up.
Look at that. He says, my bad, pick that up.
I think the referee thought that there was offside by the defense, and the ref said, no, I had him onside. So side judge said I had him onside. Timeout, Rice Lake. And the coach is enthusiastically mentoring them on what they can do next.
Talking loudly.
He's loving them loudly right now.
So Rice Lake with an early timeout here in half two. That'll leave them with 2. 7:59 to go here in quarter 3. River Falls Wildcats took the opening kickoff here in the second half, and they are on the march.
We don't see as much loving them loudly in freshman football.
No. It's a kinder, gentler level.
So after all that, flag picked up, 8 yard, let's say 7 on the carry. So we got 2nd and 3. And it looks like we're staying in that 2 fullback set. So kind of giving Rice Lake a little of their own medicine. We only have 1 wide receiver, and everybody else is in that box. And we're going to go to that 1 wide receiver. And that is a touchdown. Draw them in, yell at them for not stopping the run, and then over the top we go.
Mark Jenkins, he called. They said they're going aerial and spreading it out in half 2. Well, look at that, Mark.
So we got our own Romo online there, Mark
Right,
Jenkins.
Right. 2014, looking to tack on just 1 more. They have kickers out there.
River Falls thinking about doing the attempt with only 10 guys, which is not recommended.
This is number 12 on the kick. I think it's 12, is it? No, 42. Sorry, my.
Yeah, I think we didn't have a snapper, so. Oh, we got a fake.
Will he get there? Put your shoulder down and dive for the pylon. He's in. He's in. He's in. That was some want to on that, Mr. Simpson.
Landon sure took a long route, but he got there. Back about 7 and then forward about 20. So that's going to make the score 22-14 River Falls. So, you know, we go with the stacked box running. March down the field. Nice toss to Mason Fox with his second touchdown of the day, right? We don't have stats today, so I think.
Yeah, where's Dan Jenkins?
I think Cody Cody actually was a pass reception, ran it in, and then 2 for Fox. So quarterback Max Walquist with 3 touchdown throws on the day. And that's how we get to 22-14 with about 8 minutes left in the third quarter.
Scott, if my memory serves me correctly, which it might not, is that 22 unanswered points? We're down 14-0, I believe.
I think it was 14-0,
yeah.
Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they're scouting us, so I can say I think we're back in kind of our normal kickoff.
Oh, again.
And just when I think they're going to do normal kickoff,
They squib it and recovered.
yeah, we had kind of our regular kickoff group in, and they just pinched them in. So I think we probably just talked about that at halftime. So Wildcat defense is going to start their stand at about the Rice Lake 48, 1st and 10. I see looks like Matzik, McKinney-Reed, Winberg, Blake, Koopfall, and the backers are Dietrich and Simpson. Rice Lake in that 2 wide receiver look.
Oh, what penetration again, but they did get the handoff. I'm not sure how they got that handoff off.
Yeah, again, this is what we want to see, right? Quarterback, fullback, and the 2 other running backs should all get hit somewhere along the line here.
Just be tackling.
That's a good run, about 8 yards up the gut there. So part of that B gap is if you got the linebackers going in the B, then that means the A is going to be available. So
Little eager. I think that was Dietrich maybe getting up a little quick.
yeah, I'd say nothing hurt there. I mean, we give them a few yards, but you reset the downs, and now it's 1st and 10 again, and you defend 4 plays against 10 yards. Coach is imploring River Falls to change their set here, so now we're going with that single safety back. We'll see if they come out in 2 wide receivers again. I think the point of the 2 wide receivers is less to throw the ball to those 2 wide receivers and more to get 2 guys off the line.
Now we have whistles. We have an official timeout. He's counting. Legal substitution or too many men on the field? Can you count? 2, 4, 6, 8, 12.
Yeah. And now they have 10 because oh, no. I thought they were running 2 off, but quarterback.
He threw the flag and he double-checked his math. And
again, I just like to point out to the parents watching that it's not always the kid that runs off as the 12th that wasn't supposed to be out there.
No. Ball's on the ground. Wildcats are going to recover that.
I think the recovery ended up being McKinney-Reed. The first chance at it was looked like Landon Koopfall, and I think the recovery there by 62 McKinney-Reed. There again, some violence through the line there. Hit some kids. I didn't even know who had the ball. I don't know if you were seeing.
No.
See, all of a sudden, ball's bouncing on the turf, and I wasn't sure. So that, turnovers are important against this offense that can kind of methodically work its way down. We'd certainly like to get them behind by a couple because it might have them have to throw a little bit more. And as you saw against Hudson with this freshman team, boy, they really had some nice defensive back play. I think that one's coming back. Offsides.
You had a flag on that, Scott? I didn't see it.
Yeah, this near side judge threw a flag. I don't know where it went. Yeah, he's pointing to where his flag is. I can't see it.
No, I don't see it either.
It is. Yep. It's right in front of 43 there.
Yeah, we're blocked, and your view at home is blocked too. You can't see between 43 and 60.
So he's gonna bend over and pick that up, and then
there it is.
I don't know what he called though. Did you see what the call was?
No. Oh, this is a
false start.
Yeah, in River Falls. They'll march
So-
that off.
It'll be 1st and 15 then, I think.
Said, move back. I'm coming at you. So there's 5 from the line of scrimmage. It'll be, 1st and 15.
Yeah, I think he got one of the wide receivers moving, or both of them moving. It looks like Fox and Ewing on this side. Ewing in motion with the sweep.
Give it to the speedster. There's another flag on the play. Holding this time on River Falls, and they're going backwards on this series. Holding Wildcats 10-yard spot foul penalty.
I think it's supposed to be 5 from the spot. Boy, he's doing 10.
10 from the spot.
Guess it's 10 from the I don't even know what towns are around here, Kevin. What is it? First and Barron?
First and Barron. It is. First and Barron. Yeah, we came through a lot of small towns. I can't even remember the name of them. Richardson? No.
Oh, nice catch.
Nice.
That's Grayton Dorn with a really nice catch. Hands behind him and pulled it right around.
Yeah, the pass was just a little bit behind him, but no problem for the receiver. He just reaches back and reels it in.
Yeah, nice throw. Had to throw through a bunch of defenders there. Kind of sat. We got trips right, single receiver left. Bertrand in the back. And that's going to be trouble.
The defender did a nice job sitting on that route. The receiver just kept running through it. Little miscommunication there between the quarterback and the receiver. And the defender read the quarterback's eyes and just stepped up there and got himself a pick.
Yeah, there wasn't much doubt where that was going, was it? The 3 trips on the right to kind of get everybody's attention, and the single wide receiver on the left.
That's a defensive back watching a lot of game film. He said, I've seen this before.
Yeah, that's trouble. That's the risk of those little tosses back. The varsity team does a lot of those with trips right, and they actually throw it into the trips. And it's a little harder for the cornerback to get through 2 wide receivers to get to the interception. But when it's all by yourself out there, it's not too hard to get that.
Go right back to the ground and pound game.
Yeah, it looks like 78 Sawyer Blake on the initial tackle, helped out by his friend Merrick Dietrich. And I think we've figured out a little bit how we want to play the run here. So we are folding in those linebackers right in the line of scrimmage. It's almost like extra, and they're standing, so that's a fake around, and that time lost our contain. We had good pressure up the middle, but
yeah, they haven't run that play too often today. They've just been handing it off up the middle. That time they faked the handoff. Quarterback gets around the end for a nice gain.
yeah, and I couldn't tell you. I don't think they have anybody spying the quarterback necessarily. They've certainly got Dietrich and Simpson coming hot. And so that's going to be those safeties and cornerbacks on the outside are going to have to get contained. Defensive ends to a certain extent, I would guess. Quarterback keeper again, and again we miscontain there.
Yeah, the Wildcats have been doing just a great job on those middle runs, and now they're getting away from that little bit, softening up the edges and allowing the quarterback to get to the outside, and a couple decent gainers back-to-back there for Rice Lake, and they're on the march. They've reached the red zone. 3:13, 3:12, 3:11 to go here in quarter three. 22-14 Cats.
Starting to fill in a little bit down there, Kevin. Looks like a big tailgate going on. Looks like Wyatt Matzik on the stop there with Simpson.
Just got all panned down over there, showing what you're talking about. Yeah, they got some activity going down over there.
They got merchandise going. They got.
Use your monitor there. A little crowd and a little tailgate party, huh?
Little pavilion area there.
It's nice.
Yeah, we arrived to find many taped blankets on the bleachers. There is definitely some anticipation for this varsity game tonight.
And not kind of taped. They were like really taped down.
So now I think we got a different quarterback in too. Maybe the one that started the game. It's hard to keep track of everybody, but
that'll get us under 2 minutes here in quarter three as Rice Lake is knocking on the door. Nose of the ball rests on the one.
Yeah, nobody seems to be winded out there, so we're just going to try to get after it. You know, this is a tough one to defend against. Oh, fumble.
Fumble, that helps. Second down and goal.
Yeah, we got a touchdown signal, but there's no chance that you could fumble and get in. And a pretty generous spot there. The fumble was behind the line of scrimmage.
They put that on the 6-inch line.
I think they've got the nose of the ball touching the
goal line.
The goal line here.
That's on the 1-inch line down there. I think that's a touchdown where they got that mark.
I think it's already a touchdown. I don't think they got in. Oh,
no, now they say they did.
Yeah, it looks like he lost yardage and still got a touchdown. So that ball was cozy.
Gosh, you couldn't get it any closer.
So a nice drive after the turnover by Rice Lake. Interception turns into 6.
I mean, the refs have a great view down that line. And just watching that, though, on the replay here, it didn't look like he made it, but refs are right there, so we'll trust their call. Doesn't matter what we think.
Yeah, he's not going to get that one. So River Falls defense is stout. I see 73 and 40 and 71. Pulling out of the pile, 54. So I'd say that's a team tackle there.
So I think that's a huge point of emphasis here that we should point out for the River Falls Wildcats. Their middle defensive line is doing a great job this game.
Yeah, I think you've seen Rice Lake is not having a lot of success deciding where the defensive line goes, and so I mean, it's a decent size. It looks like both of the lines have some size, but I'd say on the whole, River Falls has got a little bit bigger defensive line than they have an offensive line, so might as well take advantage of what you got.
22-20 with 49 seconds to go here in Q3.
So here we've got some of our returners are actually on the front line. And I would not be surprised if the pooch punt is here. So then you really have to
pooch kick.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I'm a little surprised they don't have one. Now we're down to 10. Somebody's got to be counting there on the team. I don't know who's
2,
assigned
4,
to do that.
6, 8. There's 11.
Is there 11?
Nope, 10.
Yeah, there
I
was
counted the ref.
there was only 10.
Yeah, I counted the ref back there out of the corner of my eye. Now there's 11.
It's really hard to cover an onside kick if you're less guys than they have. I think you now we got Blake Rodriguez in that spot that I think is important for any of that short kick.
Time they're going to kick it. Really nice
return by Eric Wick, who I asked before the game why he didn't tell me I was pronouncing his name wrong. And he kind of looked at me like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm not sure he's watching our film, Kevin.
No. So with 41 seconds to go here in quarter 3, the River Falls Wildcats, after a really nice return by Wick, have it on Rice Lake's 40 and set in position to put more points on the board.
And I don't know that I've been paying that close attention to changes. It looks like Davis Gavin is in. Keeper by Walquist.
He's a workhorse, isn't he? Gain of 4 on the play.
Looks like our line looks like Vorwald, Gavin, Pelton, maybe, I can't tell who the right guard is. 79 is Meyer.
I bet they're going to let this run out here, and we'll just go to quarter 4. They don't have to run a play. And that will do it here for quarter 3 from Dairy State Bank Stadium in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. It's your River Falls Wildcats 22, the Rice Lake Warriors 20, and we're going to the 4th quarter with freshman football.
You got a commercial you want to play, Kevin?
I do. Let's go here. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's play this. Right 20 right there. Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls, proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport, right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. Jumping around here in Rice Lake for freshman football. A little bit to jump around about here, and it's a great football game. Good offense, some good defense, some fun plays on a beautiful early October afternoon here in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. Kevin Westhouse and Scott Simpson bringing you all the action. Hope you're enjoying this great freshman football game.
So River Falls is going to be second and about 6, maybe 5.5, 6 yards at the Rice Lake 36. Got a flag on the play.
Fumble. Get on that. Still hopping around.
Now we're going to see if the flag was offsides on Rice Lake or on River Falls false start. I think it was offsides, but we'll see if he changes his mind.
They're talking about it, discussing, pointing. False start.
Oh, no.
River Falls declined.
Oh, no, he signaled.
Now
He
holding
signaled.
declined. So they gave 2 penalties against River Falls. A false start and a hold, both declined. That'll be Rice Lake's football over here on about the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 after the fumble.
Yeah, I don't understand. If it's a false start, I don't know why it's not
A dead ball
blown
foul.
dead, but I guess they're practicing too. So Rice Lake takes over with 8:50 left in the game. And it looks like Matzik, Pelton, Blake, Koopfall, McKinney Reed, Simpson, Dietrich, Blodgett, Wick, Jeffrey, and 31 is Huttmeyer.
That's a great football name, by the way. Put him on the honorable mention all names team with a name like Huttmeyer in football. The captain of our all names team is Steele Homey, the baseball player from Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good name.
Steele Home for a baseball player.
Steele Homey, yeah.
Steel, right? Not Steel.
Right.
It'd be too good if it was EAL.
Right. But Huttmeyer's pretty good too. Now we got flags, laundry.
So there again, a false start is usually a dead ball, and which is what it probably should have been on our side.
Yeah,
but
right.
I'm not sure. Kind of like to let them play that out so they can fumble it to us, I guess.
That.
Kind of get it back the way they got it from us.
Second and 13.
So Rice Lake back to everybody in the box here. So we haven't really adjusted our defense to their offense.
Oh, nice tackle, 73.
And I'm not sure it mattered. Really good job by Michael Pelton. Sawyer Blake also with a lot of penetration there.
Michael Pelton squared up really nice on that tackle. He worked his way down the line. He shed a block and made a real nice tackle.
So now Leo Curry in at backer. Simpson moves to nose tackle. Again, nice job by 73. Good push by that middle.
Yeah, Pelton's really finding his way to the football, isn't he?
And that brings up a very long fourth down. So we're going to see the quarterback is their punter. So hopefully they are paying attention there.
So, well, yeah, 4th and 11. They are going to punt the football with 6:43 to go. He's going to punt it away. Fielded fair catch on the 45.
Yeah, nice job. Ball right on him. Eric Wick with the catch, and we're going to start in good position here, 45. If you recall, River Falls was driving, and we had a fumble there at about the 30, and then pushed them back 5 yards. False start on Rice Lake was helpful on that set of downs there.
Yeah, I got him behind the chains. And
yeah, and a rare time where they really only had 3 downs then to get 15 instead of 4 to get 10. So that you just see the difference in what that makes.
Mm-hmm. Wildcats with a 2-point lead.
Looks to me like River Falls back with the starting 11 on offense. Dorn is the up back. Bertrand is the running back, and he's going to have some room to run. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
Put 6 on the board for the Cats, no flags. Wow, he got to the edge, and then it was just off to the races, and he won that foot race.
Yeah, and credit where credit's due. Not only did he win the foot race, he had one guy there, and he went right into him. So
55-yard touchdown run.
He's going to keep you busy.
Wow.
Touchdown run by Finley Bertrand.
That was nice. I got to get on that.
You're going to be tickling that keyboard there.
I got to go tickle it right now because there's people at home just screaming at their screens. Put 6 on there.
River Falls in formation for the extra point this time. Last time we faked. We'll see Leo Curry can put it through for 1. And he does. Kick is good. Leo Curry with the extra point. And that's going to take us to 29-20. River Falls with 6.5 minutes left in this game.
Yeah,
Well, now we're up by 2 scores, Kevin.
That's a big.
That's a big extra point. It also puts Rice Lake in a position where you can't necessarily just rely on that grind it down offense. So I think likely to see them come out in 2 wide receivers again and try to mix it up a little bit.
I don't want to get greedy, but you could have burned a few more minutes off the clock. Just hammered in on one play.
Score as quick as you can, Kevin. Have you not watched the varsity offense this
that's
year?
Right. Yeah, that.
Let the big guys rest. We're going to bring some of those guys on offensive line back out on defensive line is my guess.
Yeah, what a nice run.
So Leo Curry with the extra point will be doing the kickoff. River Falls has everybody towards us, so you can't see it maybe on the camera very easy, but Eli Johansson is on that last hash mark, so there is nobody from the hash mark over.
It's time they kick it away.
We kick it that direction. Good coverage and good tackle by 20, looks like 26 or 29. Sorry, folks, I didn't see. My guess is Great Dorn. Cody Ronender also in that area. Blake Rodriguez, I think, were the 3 for the River Falls.
Angela Jeffrey, she's happy.
So I see a
touchdown.
couple new faces. Austin Olson, 81, is on near side cornerback. 30 is Isaac Baldschweiler. He's running off, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 we got. So we got too many guys.
You better go on. That's timeout.
Well, that was
nice, smart play there.
Fortunate by the coaches to call a timeout before we were going to get 12-man penalty.
Yeah.
I think we had a lot of enthusiasm to get out on the field, and I think the coaches didn't announce the lineup there. So it looks to me like in is Marchio, in is Olson, in is Kraske, in is Jonah Thompson, in is Riley Combs. Those are the newer faces I see. There's also one I can't see.
Scott, you're working hard over there with those names. There's a lot of happy grandma and grandpas. You calling out all those names.
Cam Kroll is the one I couldn't see, and he's 88, is the far side cornerback. So we've got big-time new look defense here, and we'll give these boys a chance to show what they're made of.
You know what's good so far today, Scott?
First down is going to stop the clock until they reset. 6:09 left in this game.
I was going to give a positive. We haven't had any real big injuries that have been apparent.
Oh, Kevin.
Did I?
Kevin.
Did I?
Why would you say such a thing?
I didn't want to jinx that. There's no jinx allowed. Yeah, there's really been not much of that. Whistles. Let's stop.
Again, so false start by them is a dead ball penalty. False start by us is
let her play.
Let them play. I think the dead ball is the right call, but
I think so too.
It is possible, Kevin, that it depends on things that I don't know what it depends on. But
you're right. It would be. I suppose you could have an illegal formation, but then that's not.
That's the same.
Illegal formation's a different call. So, that would let it play, but a false start would be a dead ball foul.
So that'll push them back 1st and 15 from the Rice Lake 35. And he gets about 7 or 8 back.
Clock continues to run, 5:40, 5:39, 5:38 to go in the contest. Wildcats up by 9.
It looks to me like Rice Lake also has a number of substitutions in. And now I see, let's see, anybody else sneak in on me? I think somebody did. 70 somebody is playing defensive tackle there that I didn't catch. $74, Axel Gilberg is in. 33, Ryan Morrow into the game. 30, Isaac Baldschweiler into the game.
That's a good effort by that back there. They had guys draped on him and carried him down the field.
Yeah, I think Rice Lakes subbed back in some of their big guys, and now we have also, as I see Sawyer Blake, Michael Pelton in, along with Gilbert and Riley Combs in the middle. Linebacking core appears to be Corey and Marchio.
Going for it all. Boy, that was right down the stovepipe and then right through the hands of the intended receiver.
Yeah, I have to say good coverage there, Ryan Morrow, 33. He didn't look back, but he was step for step. Ryan's a tall kid. He had good containment. You don't know what Eric Wick said to him in the safety helping him out, saying where the spot is. Right. Put your hands up.
That was just a pretty good football play altogether. It was a great pass by the quarterback, good route by the receiver, good defense by the Wildcats.
Should be 2nd and 10, not 1st and 10, I think.
Then we get a timeout, Rice Lake. They'll be down to 1 now.
Should it be 2nd down, Kevin?
It should be. That was incomplete pass.
Throw an incomplete pass, it should be 2nd and 10.
Scoreboard is correct. Chain gang, a little overheated over there.
Kevin, they are probably getting paid the same that
we are. Yeah. They'll get a handshake and a thank you at the end.
Yeah, maybe a concession stand hot dog or something. I see the smoke is billowing out of the concession area, so that looks like the grills are going.
That looks like a pretty good tailgate.
This game is moving along. We don't want to work against our own interest here, but a lot of running. The clock keeps running on that. So now we got the 2nd down marker, right? 2nd and 10 at the River Falls 20. We'll call it the 26-7 because I can. Quarterback keeper, and he's going nowhere. Tackle by Dietrich.
Slow to get up. Maybe I think he's got a cramp right there. Oh, a hamstring cramp. Cramping. Yeah, it's a hot day. That's just a good old-fashioned cramp. He's going to be okay.
We usually see a trainer from the visiting team. I don't see any trainer.
I'm going to classify this under not much urgency.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's got a cramp.
Coach Weiss is the trainer today, I guess.
That's the old push my toe down cramp.
And I heard the old tell him to get up yell from the sideline.
He's good. Yeah, it's a hot day. It'll be interesting in the varsity game tonight how they adjust to the heat. And
so I'd say that was a loss of a half a yard or one. They spotted the ball about the same spot, so it looks like 20. We'll call it the 27. I guess we were at the 26. We were at the
26. Now they went back. Yeah, they lost 2.
We're at the 27.5 here. 1st and 11.5, maybe.
Third and 11. Third and 11. Little counter play. Spins up there, still going. Not a lot doing there. He might have got a yard. It'll be 4th and we're going to call it 4th and 9 or 10.
Yeah, they're going to spot him right at the 27 yard line.
So it'll be 4th and 10.
So 4th and 10. We're back to the original line of scrimmage.
Scott, we got 1
Think
second.
it's 4th down territory, Kevin?
4th down territory.
Yeah.
1 second, I want to say thank you to Athletic Director Tim Lipke from Rice Lake, gracious host. Thank you, Tim, for getting us up here tonight.
Yeah, everything was clean and open and ready to go.
Ample room. Yeah, boy, and that is going absolutely nowhere. And the Wildcats are going to hold. And they're going to call a late flag on that. I don't know.
That's kind of, I
don't know.
I'll just say it out
Yeah.
loud. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, because he kind of was letting up on the guy. He didn't drive him down. Yeah, right. There's Braden Engstrom, our executive producer for varsity football. Braden, I have one of your computers down here, Braden. So we'll bring that down over there. Yeah, they did call a personal foul on that, and I want to, I don't know.
I think
there was nothing intentional there.
I think WIA says we're not supposed to say anything about refs, so let's not say anything about refs.
Didn't seem egregious. How about to say? I'll just say that didn't seem intentionally egregious.
Yeah, I just explain it that Mason drove him probably 12 yards backwards at full speed.
Yeah, and then kind of let go of him and he fell down. But they're going to call that after the play, though, I think, Scott. So it's going to be after the possession, which is also unusual to me.
Oh, I don't understand that. So I guess River Falls is going to get the ball. Well, I think that's a small thing, right?
It's a small win.
I don't understand that.
No.
But I guess it's.
So after the – because I thought that would be part of a football play. But
yeah,
again,
so it looks like
–
looks like Simpson in the up back, Rodriguez back, and Rodriguez had a couple blockers there, and one snuck through on the tight end. So that's about a run of 4.5 or so. So let's call it 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6.
Yeah,
I should say I have not spent any time in the official rule book for high school football, so I do not know the rules, and so I be respectful to the refs.
Yeah. Because I like to say, I missed that breakout session.
There still are things that confuse me.
Yeah.
That seem to be called differently in the same game, but
yeah. And then the difference between high school and college and pro too, right? You see things that's different. So is that timeout River Falls, or did
because they only have one left?
Okay, so now they have 0. That'd be their last one then.
Because River Falls already took one at the beginning of the game to get a 12, or the beginning of the half to avoid that 12-man penalty.
I have that as their third. They still show them with 1, but I believe that was their last one. I could be wrong.
So before we all pack it up and think the game is over, Rice Lake knows how to do onside kicks. We've seen that.
Far from over.
River Falls has not handled the onside kick well at all this year. And so we need to focus on the defensive stopping here, or at least get the clock ticking so that there's not much left. Because the onside kick, you're getting about the 45 or 40-yard line, and that doesn't take you that long. Rodriguez on the carry, and he gets one probably all by himself there. Not much doing. Hitting the backfield, and
3rd down, now the clock continues to run.
yeah, Kevin, that defensive stop, even with that penalty, was a big play for us because first down would be really helpful here.
That would be game.
I think we might see a quarterback keeper. What do you think?
Get it in your hands of your athletes here. They'll pitch it.
Pitch to Finley Bertrand, and he's going.
Does he have it?
He has it. Yeah, they're going to give him the spot way up to the 39-yard line.
Oh, wow. A nice tightrope along the sidelines. And
hopefully you got that on camera, Kevin.
I did. I kind of gave up on it at about the 30, thinking he was out of bounds, but nice tightrope.
That'll bring us to the best formation in football, which is the victory formation. well played game by both teams. I thought Rice Lake certainly showed their ability to move the ball. River Falls made some really key stops, and I think that was really the difference. Is our defense was able to stop Rice Lake, and they weren't really able to stop us. We gave the ball away 3 times today, I think, Kevin.
Yeah. Well, it's a nice win for River Falls. They were down 14-0 early and really rallied back and kind of, I don't want to say they dominated the rest of the game, but they played really well, really good football.
Yeah, I mean, I think the defense of this team really showed its ability to impact the game. So we saw that against Hudson. Even though we didn't have everything going against Hudson on the offensive side, the defense was kind of lights out. I think the defense here played really well against, a really kind of grinded out how to deal with defense. So I think we saw that, or offense, I'm sorry. And so I think a lot to be proud of in this game. And now they're filing in, trying to get the right spots for the varsity game here.
Varsity is scheduled to kick off in about an hour, 62 minutes.
So River Falls freshmen come into Dairy State Bank Stadium, Pug Lund Field. They leave with the victory 29-20. 29-20 is your final. Congratulations to the River Falls freshman football team.
First time I've seen handshakes before the clock expires, but
I think they got the varsity is coming. Let's get moving, boys. So, yeah, happy for these guys. Now they'll get a chance to celebrate on the long bus ride home. So, appreciate everybody joining us today, and please find that link to the varsity game and join in. And
1 hour.
And, hey, it might be such a good game that it's worth getting in the car right now. Even if you're only here by the second quarter.
You'll get here by quarter 2. Come on in. We got room for you. We'll make room for you. Sorry. All right. Thanks again, everybody. On behalf of the Wildcat football team, Kevin Westhouse, Scott Simpson saying thanks again, everybody. Good night, everyone.